everybody, it's me, Hetty, and here I am looking all tired and disheveled because I am. We're still in the middle of the move, but I had promised these videos, and it took a while longer to get my rig just even basically set up. I hadn't even I've got to have a rig built to get over by my stove, and I don't have that yet. So we're still going to have to do the old HHWC way like we've been doing the last few videos. So with that in mind, let's get started. I'm making my special Thanksgiving cornbread. I make it specially for the dressing. I don't ever put sugar in it, and I usually add butter, which I don't normally add butter to my regular cornbread. But anyway, this is the special Thanksgiving recipe. So without further ado, let's get started. Special Thanksgiving cornbread for cornbread dressing. All right, let's roll. Okay, all right. Everything's just kind of messed up right now, so here's what I've got. I'm not really over the camera, am I? Oh, there I am. Well, first things first, and I've got a light that's not adjusted. I'm sorry, I'm going to work on that. But for what you need me to do right now, I'm going to put this on. No, actually, I don't need this on. I don't need it on. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. If you've ever seen me make any kind of cornbread, and I don't know if I have or not, I put just enough oil that's going to coat the bottom of the pan, and actually, in my opinion, I need just a little splash more. There we go. And what I'm going to do is, before I start to mix this, I am going to roll this around the bottom of the pan, and my oven is already preheated. Can y'all believe I remember to say this? My oven is already preheated to 350. Some people do it higher. If you do cornbread a certain way, then by all means do it. I'm simply sharing with you how I do it, okay? So I'm going to take this skillet over and I'm going to put it in my preheated oven. And while I mix up everything else, wrong button again. While I mix up all this good stuff, that'll be getting hot like I want it to, all right? So here's the other different thing I do, and I failed to tell you this. Here's my butter. It's kind of melted a little bit, but I dump it in. That's the only time I ever do anything like that. All right, so that's all going to get hot. That oil's going to cut that butter so it won't burn. And then, so give me a second, and I will be right back, and we'll continue on, okay? Give me 1 second. Okay, we're going to go right into it, and I'm still figuring out how to do these buttons. So they're in a different place than they were at the other place. So anyway, let's do this. I'm going to tell you what I have. I got a cup of cornmeal. Nope, I'm wrong. Boy, it sucks to be me today. Got a cup of flour. Got 2 cups of yellow cornmeal. That's how we make it. If you want to use white, that's fine. But for cornbread dressing, you want yellow. Anyway, 2 cups of yellow cornmeal, 1 cup of flour. In this, I have a teaspoon of salt. I have a tablespoon of baking powder. I've got 2 eggs. I may not need them. Wrong camera. I've got 2 eggs. I've beaten them a little bit. I might not need both of them, so we'll see. And then for this dish, I'm using 1.5 cups of sweet milk. I usually use buttermilk, of course. So anyway, I did the cornmeal, baking powder, salt, oil, the flour, of course, the eggs, the milk, and no sugar in special Thanksgiving cornbread. No sugar. This is for the base for the dressing, okay? So here we go. I'm going to dump in my dry ingredients. Let me give them a good stir here. It's Thanksgiving. I got to be using my mama, her special, like part of her first set of mixing spoons and stuff. My parents got married in 1953. I'm the baby. I was born a long time after that, but my daddy had to go to Korea. They were teenagers. Well, I think my daddy was 20, but anyway, they were high school sweethearts. I may or may not have told y'all that. Okay. for the sake of the camera, I think that's good. All right. So after that, I've got all my dry ingredients, and now I'm going to add in my egg. I went ahead and went for it. Whether I needed 2 eggs or not, I need them now. I mean, they're going in anyway. And then we're going to stir this. Blah, 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 blah. You don't need to watch me mix. So let me get this incorporated. I'll be right back. Okay. As you can see, I gave this a stir. It doesn't take, it's only been about maybe not even a minute since I talked to you. This is piping hot now. I'm sorry, like I said, everybody's doing stuff. They're building stuff out in my yard and all that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of on my own today. So please, no nasty comments about that. I'm doing the best I can right now. All right, as you can see, my butter melted in with my oil, and I'm just going to simply, so that's, the pan's already seasoned well, but it's coated. Now I'm going to give this a nice stir. Sometimes that oil doesn't like to mix in, but that's okay. The flavor will be going in there throughout. And that's why you give it a good stir in the bowl. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to pour this in here best I can on the camera. And see how that oil separated. And that's fine. That's what it's supposed to do. All right. Okay, back to my old sourpuss face here. All right. You see it's in the pan. We're going in for in between, depending on your oven. I have told you all this for years. Your oven might be faster than mine. You know, I don't know myself. This is my first pan of cornbread in that new stove I showed you in a previous video. So guess what? I don't know my time yet. But it's going to be definitely in between 30 and 40 minutes. Some people like to bake it at 400 for about 20 to 30 minutes. I don't know. I've tried that. It's easy to burn. I want mine done throughout. Don't want it raw in the middle, burn on the outside. So at your own risk. But I do mine at 350 for in between 30 and 40 minutes, okay? So when this is done, let me see if I can sneak and get the, ooh. When it's done, I'll bring you back and I'll show you the finished product. And in the next video, we will start the dressing, okay? I'll see you in between 30 and 40 minutes. And I know I haven't caved yet. You're not seeing the shot of me open the oven. I guess, I don't know. Maybe I'll do a poll on that, because that's just something I don't need to see in the videos when I'm watching them. So we'll see. All right. See you in a minute. Well, again, 30 or 40. Okay, hey everybody, take a look at this. This is my Thanksgiving cornbread, all done. I gotta let it cool down, and I'll either show you a picture or something. I'm just gonna crumble it up anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I can tell you it is perfect. This is firm. It's still hot. I can touch it just a little bit there. But anyway, Thanksgiving cornbread, my special Thanksgiving cornbread. And wait till you see what we're gonna do with it. That'll be a separate video. I don't know what order. I'm trying to do several of them. I did this Thanksgiving cornbread because I don't do my cornbread like this any other time of the year. I just don't. So let's see what else. I'm doing the cranberry sauce. I'm going to do ambrosia, and I'm going to do just our special Thanksgiving fruit salad. This is kind of like a special fruit salad. I don't know why. I don't remember. I can't ask my mom and dad or grandmother anymore. So, but anyway, it's really good when it's all together. And if I have time, I'm going to show you, God bless my sweet, sweet sister. I call it Wendy's Pineapple Delight. My sister was not a fan of cooking. Oh, she piddled, but she did not want to adhere to any kind of recipe at all. Everything was just throw it in the pot. So sometimes she got a little bit lucky, but sometimes she didn't. And even if she got lucky, she couldn't replicate it. And I think I've probably told y'all this joke before, and she'd say, well, that's what I've got you for. So anyway, if I have time, I'm going to slip that into. It's really good. It's tasty. It's sweet. You don't need much of it, but it is really good. She was so proud of herself. when she made that. And so she brought that to Thanksgiving every year. So anyway, and it seems like there's one more I want to do, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Maybe that was it. I don't know. Anyway, if I can fit them in, I am. I don't believe I have anything. You'll learn if you're young and you're just starting out. With Thanksgiving, you want to get your stuff early. If you need to use chicken broth, because guess what? What if I told y'all, pick your battles? I'm having to use chicken broth this year. I gave all mine away or threw it out during the move. So guess what? Stupid me not thinking. So I have no choice. I have to use just chicken broth. So anyway, stuff like that, you got to pick your battles. So with that, the finish is not me. It's about this beautiful, special, magic Thanksgiving cornbread. That's it for this video. Okay, on to the next one. I'll see ya.